everyone, I'm Amanda at the Vermilion Public Library, and I have another story time for you today. Before I start reading the book, I wanted to give you a chance to guess what I'm reading about. So I'm going to tell you a few things about it and then give you a moment to think. So what I'm reading about is round. Some are big, some are small. They grow in a patch, typically, is what we call it. You could go pick one at the store, or you could pick one right from the patch, and usually they are orange. I'm going to give you a second to think. Do you have a guess? If you guessed pumpkin, you are right. It is a pumpkin. So I have a story about a pumpkin, and this book is called Stumpkin, and it's by Ruth Cummins. And this is our pumpkin here, and what is he missing? He doesn't have a stem, does he? Okay. It was a few days before Halloween. Outside a little shop in a big city, a shopkeeper placed some pumpkins on the shelves. Here's the pumpkins. See the orange? A girl came and looked at the pumpkins. When she was done, she picked one up and carried it away. The other pumpkins worried after their friend. But later they spotted him. He's right here. Across the street and way up high. What is he now? Can you see? Let's see here. He was a jack-o'-lantern. Beneath his lovely stem, he now had two triangle eyes, right there, a nose, and a giant toothy smile. He had a new home, a perch all to himself, high above the street. What more could anyone want, thought the pumpkins. They were thrilled for their friend, and thrilled that they too might one day be jack-o'-lanterns. They were all happily lost in thought, imagining themselves as jack-o'-lanterns, when one pumpkin realized something was very wrong. Can you tell which pumpkin? This pumpkin, look, he looks a little worried. Can you see that? Poor little pumpkin, poor little stemless pumpkin, with just a stump, not a stem. Poor little Stumpkin. Still, there was plenty to like about Stumpkin. He was a handsome pumpkin, as orange as a traffic cone. He was as big as a basketball and twice as round. Stem schmem. Who knows? Some people might even prefer a stemless pumpkin. Days passed and more people came. Some pumpkins left. Oh, they're all different. People are picking their favorite pumpkin. And here we have the shopkeeper. And do you see he has a little friend here? It's his little cat. Some pumpkins stayed. There's less and less each time we turn the page. It wasn't yet Halloween. There were still plenty of windows that needed jack-o'-lanterns. You see let's see how many jack-o'-lanterns we can find. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I counted 4 jack-o'-lanterns. There's lots more windows that need jack-o'-lanterns, right? Who would be lucky enough to take home Stumpkin? As orange as an orange, as big as a basketball, round. He was very nearly the perfect pumpkin. Very nearly. Truly. The next day, new people came. Do you see? This little cat is trying to get people's attention and trying to get them to spot our little Stumpkin here. And the shopkeeper's cat settled on Stumpkin's smooth top. Then it happened. A brilliant baby chose Stumpkin. Look, he's pointing right at Stumpkin, until a bad dog ruined it. The dog barked and scared the cat, and the baby changed his mind. Oh well, thought Stumpkin. Now there's Stumpkin and this little guy, and this is a gourd. Just the two of them. It was the last day of Halloween. there were still a few empty windows. Should we see how many pumpkins there are now? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good job. Almost 2 full hands. There were 2 were left on the shopkeeper's shelf. A boy came. And when the boy left, do you think he took Stumpkin? Stumpkin remained. The gourd, thought Stumpkin. I guess that's that. The boy chose the gourd. Now it's just Stumpkin and our little cat here. It was Halloween night and the shop had closed. There were no more days left. Now the gourd is up in one of the windows. Do you see that? The shopkeeper scooped up poor Stumpkin and carried him off. What do you think is happening? What does this look like? Do you know what shape this is? It's a triangle. Now there's 2 triangles. What does that look like? Stumpkin wouldn't be getting a window, and he wouldn't be getting a new home. He already had a home. You see? Those 2 triangles were Stumpkin's jack-o'-lantern eyes. The shopkeeper carved a face and left him right there for everyone to see. And that made Stumpkin very, very happy. He was a jack-o'-lantern after all, wasn't he? So, we have a special activity going on in the next week or 2. Leading up into Halloween, we're doing a pumpkin carving contest. We have some pumpkins available for you to come pick up. It's first come, first serve, so we have a limited number. If you stop in or call, we can get a pumpkin ready for you. You can take it home, carve it, and then bring it back a couple days before Halloween, and we'll display them and let people vote. Next week is the week of Halloween. So on Tuesday, the 27th, we have a Halloween story time for you. Mackenzie will be joining me for story time, and we will both read a story, and we will both be wearing a costume. So we hope you tune in to see what we are dressed up as. And then that Thursday, the 29th, is a special day called Read for the Record, and we'll have a special guest reader to read our book. And it's a day that they read the same story across the country, and we see how many kids we can read the same book to on the same day. So join us on that day, Thursday the 29th, to see who our special mystery reader is. So we'll see you next time. Bye.